slow-cooked ribs in the oven. First, tear off a piece of tin foil about 6 inches longer than your ribs and lay it on top of a cookie sheet. Wash them, put the ribs down meat side up, and pull them out nice and wide before you season them. Note, your hands are now covered in raw pork. Wash them. Now that your hands are clean and you can touch the things in your kitchen again, season and marinate the ribs to your personal flavor and preference. I recommend a little bit of salt and a whole bunch of dry rub. To give the pork a good apple flavor, sometimes I baste it in apple cider vinegar, but some people find the vinegar a bit tart, so you can cut that with apple juice. Once you've seasoned the meaty portion of the ribs to your sensibilities, flip them over, bone side up. Now you're going to want to squish them together tight. Let all the juices soak into all the meat. You don't want it pulled apart. At this point, you might want to cut off any extra fat that bothers you, or even possibly cut off the fat membrane along the bottom. Since it's going to slow cook, I think that helps give it flavor, but to each their own. Do the same seasoning preparation routine to the bottom side, and then tear off another piece of tin foil about 6 inches longer than your ribs. Lay it down on top and begin sealing the edges to make it airtight, so no steam or flavor can escape, and using the pan to catch any juices, make a little tent at the top of it so there's room for the steam to swirl around in there and spread the flavor. Then you pop that in the oven somewhere between 265 and 300 degrees. I find 280 works really nice. And you're going to want to let it sit and slow cook for 2.5 to 3 hours. While you're waiting, quick reminder, you've been working with raw pork, so clean your kitchen. Intermittently check to make sure the oven hasn't burned the house down, but 3 hours later, take your ribs out, let them sit for about 5 minutes while you preheat your oven to 420. Once the ribs cool down a little bit, open up the edge, let the steam out, drain any excess juice if need be. You open it up, you see, oh, delicious. Now you're going to want to barbecue sauce it up. Both sides. Oh, look at that falling off the bone. It broke as I picked it up. Then you're going to want to cover it in sauce. Nice heavy dose like you're frosting a cake. Then put those in the oven for a good 10 to 15 minutes to help give the ribs some crispy edges and make the barbecue sauce heat up and caramelize on top of the ribs. Add whatever sides you want. I'm just having corn because I'm going to eat this whole slab myself. Cheers.